Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will get the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the ball prep. You got to...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He's got the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle with Simmons. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Back to throw, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He's got it! All kinds of room to the right. Inside the... And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. To the air, it's Sorsby. Wide open downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The give on the option. Plows through the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. On the ground, it's Cobb. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Howard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Solid pickup for 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Run in the red zone, it's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. That's caught. It's Coleman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. He breaks a tackle. And the defense jumps on him, they get that turnover.
What a costly fumble. You're in a situation where I'm almost guaranteed points or an opportunity for points to win this football game, and now you're going to be begging for your defense to somehow hold on, make a big play, come and bail you out for fumbling that football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This for the lead and very likely the win. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
And that one stings, man. 4th quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite him.
Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Here's a heat. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 for Auburn to start overtime. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick release on the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Tigers! And they score first here in overtime.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right out trying to get it in. Fever will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right. Touchdown, Bearcats. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account, because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
And he makes the extra point. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. To the air, it's Sorsby. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. 3rd down here in overtime and some work to do. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Puts it right down the boulevard. No sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. To the air, it's Daniels. Pucks it out of the air. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. They'll go to the air. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. Trying play action. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Snap in the shotgun. Wiggles. That's it! He got home, brought him down for the sack to stop the final 2-point try. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing a ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win in the